Hi there. So in the last video we were looking at the different geometric forms. That was the regular 9-pointed star, the expanded 9-pointed star, and the enogon, the 9-pointed polygon. And we looked at the system of inner stars where we used the root numbers here, which came from the division of the number of human years in each plane by 9, which is give this column, and then this was the representation of the human years running around the 9-spoked Dharma wheel, for want of a better expression. Root numbers, and then this gave us the different forms. So that was one way of looking at the star. And I just want to look at a slightly different example here because, okay, we took these number sequences and we put them here like 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, for example. But in actuality, what are the actual degrees? Because this is 360 degrees or 0 at the top, whichever you like. Let's give them their symbol, the degrees. This is 40 degrees. Here we got 80, 120, 160, 200, 240, 280, and 320. That looks like 8A, but it's not, it's 80. So if we did a dot-to-dot drawing with this guy based solely on the amount of degrees, what would that look like? So, I mean, let's reduce this down with the 360. So this one, change pen color please. This turns into a 9, 3 plus 6 equals 9. This is a 4, this is an 8, this is a 3, 1 plus 6 equals 7. Here we've got a 2, here we've got a 6, 2 plus 8 equals 10, 1 plus 0 is 1, 3 plus 2 equals 5. So it's always consistent with the a 9-spoked wheel, if you like, a circle divided up into 9. We're always getting the one of each number going around it. So, and now in this instance, if we were to do a dot to dot, 1 to 2, okay, so 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, to 5, to 6, to 7, to 8, to 9, and then back to 1. And so straight away, I mean, we can look here and see that this actually corresponds to the level 7, 4, 8, 3, 7, 4, 8, 3, 7, and round to 9. So we are dealing with this plane 7 here. So it's no surprise that we go straight to a expanded 9-pointed star. So now let's go back to the same principle and we're going to look for the midpoints. Except this time we're going to look for the midpoints once again based purely on, we're going to look at the midpoints based purely on the number of degrees again. So on this line, the midpoints are between 40 degrees and 320 degrees. So 40 plus 320 is 360, and 360 reduces down to give us a 9. 360 and 80, add them together, 440. 440, 4 plus 4 equals 8. 40 plus 120 is 160, 1 plus 6 equals 7, 80 plus 160 is 240, 2 plus 4 equals 6, 120 and 200 is 320, gives you 5, and I'm going to fill in the rest here because that's what it's going to be, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we moved up a plane, if you like, into plane number 8 with the 9 at the top, and 876543219. 876543219. Just confirm the last line, 360 plus 280 is 640. 640 is 6 plus 4, which equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. So now we've got the midpoints there. As you can see, same here. We're going to get this enogon with the 9 at the top. So I'm just going to put that in quickly and then come back in a second. Now we've got the enogon with the 9 at the top. So now, if we look for the midpoints of the enogon lines, then this is point 360 and this is the point 40 here, going around the circle again. So 360 plus 40 equals 400. So this one here would be a 4 at the midpoint. Then between 40 and 80, it's 120. So that's going to be a 3. Between 80 and 120, it's 200. So that comes out as a 2. 160 plus 120 is 280, which comes down to be a 1. And then 200 and 160 goes 360. So that's going to be a 9. Moving around here, this is 440, which is an 8. I'm going to fill in the blanks. 7, 6, 5. So once again here, we got the numbers going 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 9, with the 9 at the bottom. So we know already that that's going to be an enogon again. And the only difference is that we've got the 9 inverted. I'm going to pop in the enogon. So this time we've got the enogon and the 9 is flipped to the bottom. Now, if we stay looking at the midpoints again, and again we're going to work with the numbers of degrees, I can't use these ones anymore because the 9 is down here, which is why I've got this little diagram here, because this shows the numbers going around the circle based on the number of degrees, which are going to correspond to these points going around the green enogon. So, for example, at the bottom here, we've got 180 and 140. So we're looking for the midpoint here. 180 plus 140 goes 320. So 320 gives us a 5 back. If we move up between the next 2 points here, that would be between here. 100 and 140 is 240, which gives us the 6. And between the 140 and the 100, it's 2. Oh, that's the one I just did, isn't it? Yeah. So the 100 and the 60 is 160, which gives us the 7. And you can see now that the 5, the 6, the 7, it's all reforming itself. 9 at the top, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just check the number 4 at the bottom here. 220 and 180 is 400 exactly, which gives a root number of 4. So now in this example, the 9 has flipped back to the top, and we've got exactly the same sequence as we have in the blue numbers here, and therefore we're going to get the exact same symbol, which is the enogon with the 9 at the top. I'm just going to throw that one in now as well. I've thrown in the enogon in black there, and so we also now know that we're now back on these degrees, and the 360 plus 40 equals 400. So this one's going to be a 4 again here. So once again, 4, 3, 2, 1, 9. Which one are we on? 8, 7, 6, 5. So just running through this one more time to show that the 9 will flip again and be here. And then we've got the exact same sequence as the green numbers going round. So when we find the midpoints based on degrees only, the 9 will flip again, it'll flip here. And what we get is just this ever repeating anagon with the 9 going from the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top. We started with the expanded star, and then we went straight into this flipping of the anagon. And when it's the 9 is down, we'll be using these number of degrees, and when the 9 is up, we're on this circle of degrees. And other than that, it's the exact same thing. So that's a quirk in when we're working with either the numbers going round, we go through these cycles of shapes, and if we only use the degrees, we go straight in to the anagon after the expanded star. So trying to step away a little bit from the pure theory of all this, I mean, the 360 degree cycle is the celestial year, 360 days of a celestial year. And when we're working through the levels, we're working on different aspects of our being. We're working internally on our body, on our emotions, on our mind, etc., etc. But here, I feel like the teaching in here is that if we can enter into the celestial moment spontaneously or in any one moment, that means basically to enter into being fully present in any moment, then it's kind of ongoing. We're already going on this symbol here, which is the symbol of the awakened plane, if you like. But essentially, when we're talking about the 11th plane, the controllers of others' creations, we're talking about quite an awakened present state of mind, of being. And so the idea here for me is that if we are able to spontaneously enter into that space, then it's kind of ongoing as itself for a period of time, short or long perhaps, but there's still this sense of energy coming up and energy coming down, or energy going up and energy coming down, as we're working with this capacity of being present. Because I feel like when we are within the system of the planes, it's possibly still not Buddhahood when it's just happening completely naturally, but there is still a certain consciousness of staying with the energetic flows, of energy rising to the third eye, energy coming back down through the body. So that's what I feel we get from this anagon. So I think I'll end this here, and I'll come back with more on the geometric forms as another video. Okay, so thanks for watching.